I'm Natalia Lopez. I'm from Colombia. I'm 31 years old. I am a dentist. So I graduated back in Colombia 8 years ago, and then I moved to the States. And that's when kind of the vegan story started, because when I was back in Colombia, I never had to think about what I was eating. There is no problem there with like organic, non-organic, GMOs or anything. But when I moved to the US, they put a lot of things in food. So within the first year that I was in the US, I gained 28 pounds, and I have never been overweight. So I wasn't overweight because I've been always skinny, but I was overweight for what I was used to. So I decided, okay, if I'm gonna stay in the States, I'm not gonna be fat. So I'm not gonna end up rolling. So I decided I have to do something drastic, and I have to just lose this weight. And I just did it in the beginning for vain. I just didn't want to be fat. So I went raw vegan first. And within the first 2 months, I lost all my 28 pounds. And that scared my family a little bit, because of course, like, I gained the weight little by little, but then I lost it all in 2 months. I never liked cheese and eggs to start with. So after that year, I told her, you know what, I think I'm fine. I started doing some more research. I started following people. I started knowing Dr. Mauricio Gonzalez, who has been a really big influence in my vegan journey. And then I started like reading his articles, eating the way he was eating, and other people that I followed in social media. And then I went vegan at that point. And then I started being more of a moral, ethical vegan, thinking about the animals, thinking about the planet. I feel like when you get involved in that, then you think about other things that you weren't thinking before, and you become a lot more conscious about everything else, not just yourself. And then I've been vegan for 7.5 years. The reason why I joined the academy is because I needed some help. I never ate vegan junk food or like pizza or a lot of bread or stuff like that. I was trying to be conscious and eat wholesome food. So I was trying to do that. I was trying to do the research on my own, but it's not easy. It's not something that you can do on your own. This is a full-time job. I feel like somebody, an expert, should do it. But I didn't know who to reach out to. So I was texting Dr. Mauricio Gonzalez, telling him, do you know a doctor in the area? I was in Boston at the time, and I was telling him, do you know a doctor in the area that can guide me? Because also I want my lab results to be okay. I want my weight to be okay. And then also because of I needed some coaching on exercise, because I became vegan, but I was just doing yoga, I was doing Pilates, I was doing Zumba classes, so I was very, very skinny and very weak, and nobody likes to see a weak vegan and a skinny vegan, because then you're not a good example to follow. People won't follow you for that. And many people who saw me skinny were like, okay, you're vegan, that's why you're so skinny. And I didn't want to give that impression. I wanted to be the fit vegan that can influence others to do the same. So I followed Dr. Mauricio Gonzalez, and through him, I knew the Game Changers Academy. And I started reading all the stories and looking up online and Instagram and following, and it was very inspiring. And I saw all the science behind it that backed it up, and it was just a game changer. It was a really good decision that I made. I have been in the program for 10 months now. So I started back in November 2020. And I feel like 2020 was a challenging year for everyone, and I wasn't the exception. I went through a lot of things during that year. So joining the program brought so many good things in so many different aspects of my life, not only exercise-wise or food-wise, nutrition-wise, but it is a whole community that supports you, and they have absolutely everything to give you the support, the knowledge, so you actually know what you're doing. So as soon as I joined the program, I really didn't know much. Like, I read the introductory videos, and I had my talk to you, and it was kind of like a big idea of it. But when I started the program, my coach is Niels, and he made sure that I was doing everything that I had to do, and that I knew what I was doing. So I was not just handed a book and like cookie cutter, this is for everyone, and here's what you have to do. It was tailored to me, and I feel like that's so wonderful, because it's tailored to me, not only exercise-wise or food-wise, but he knows everything about me. I tell him my ups and downs, things that are going right or wrong. I have struggles when I'm emotionally not okay. I tend not to eat, and that's why sometimes I don't gain weight, or I have struggles, and he has been so supportive. So I feel like the whole organizational part of it makes that it's target to every single aspect of your life. It's not just one thing. It has changed so many things in my life. It has changed me physically. As I said before, I was very weak and very skinny. Still I'm skinny, but I'm in the process, and I feel a lot stronger. So these changes are changes that might not be visible, but I can feel them, and that is so much more powerful. That empowers me, that gives me so much confidence, and I can radiate that to other people. So my family, as I said, I turned my family vegetarian, right? So it's a bit of a responsibility. Am I doing it the right way? My sister is just 16, so when she turned vegetarian, she was like 11 or 12, so she's growing. She needs a lot of nutrients, and she needs the right things to eat so that she is healthy. So it was a big responsibility, and now I know I'm doing it the right way. Nobody can come and tell me, oh, she's gonna get sick, or you're doing the wrong thing, or why are you dragging your family this direction? No, I have the knowledge, I have the tools to know that I'm doing something right. And also friends, colleagues, people that ask around. Now they see me, they see that I'm fit, that I have energy, that I'm thriving, and it's just so amazing to see how it can impact me, but also everyone around me. And it has been so amazing. These past 10 months have been the best decision of my life. I can't always say that. Before, people used to ask me like, are you gonna be vegan for life? Is this just something that you're gonna do for a couple of years? I'm like, no, I'm gonna be vegan for life. But I was like, okay, then when I have kids, because people will tell me, are you gonna raise your kids vegan? I'm like, well, the first thing that I wanna teach them is love and compassion. How can I teach them that not being vegan? Okay, this is what I believe. This is my lifestyle. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be pregnant, and I'm gonna be like raising kids. Am I doing it the right way? Do I have the right tools to do this the right way? I have the motive, and I want to do it. I have the intention, but am I doing it right? Now I know I am. Now I know I can carry this until I'm 80 or 100, and that is so exciting. Just being able to think about yourself when you're 80 and 100. Active and running and going with your grandkids. I don't know. It's just so nice. It's just so nice to imagine that this is going to be something that's going to last for years and years. It's not just something that, okay, a quick fix. Like people are like, okay, how can I lose this 20, 30 pounds? I'll join a diet and that's it. Now this is a lifestyle. And I think this is what the Academy has brought for me. I consider myself an introvert. I consider myself to be a little bit, once I'm in a relationship, I'm very giving, I'm very caring, but for me to build that first bridge is very hard. So like talk and communicate and all of that is a little bit difficult for me. And with this community, I feel like it has been so easy, because like just now that we're in the retreat, as soon as I met them, we clicked immediately, because we've been talking. There are people that follow your same journey. We all have different paths, different pace that we're going, but we're all aiming for the same goal. We all have the same final destination, to say, in a sense. And it's just so nice to meet people that are in that same page that you are. So for me, it has been that being able to open up, being able to be vulnerable with people that I don't even know, feeling comfortable, because I know I'm gonna find support. I'm not gonna find judgment or pointing fingers along the way. It's just gonna be support. I can be vulnerable. I can cry whenever I need to. I can expose myself and say I don't feel good today, or anything like that. And I think that in the community, that's what it has given me. That's why I always say it's not just a coaching and nutrition, it's just a whole team that supports you and guides you, and it's a community that you feel loved and cared for. I think this has been the best decision of my life. I think many people have asked me before, why do you do it? Why are you spending all this money? I don't think it's a spend. I think it's an investment. We will spend this money anyways. And I feel like if somebody is not sure about the vegan journey, or how to do it, or where to do it, I think this is the great exposure you can get to that. Because sometimes we try different things and maybe we tried the wrong way. I've heard so many people that are like, I went vegan for 6 months, or I went vegan for 2 years, and then I was iron deficient, and then I didn't have energy. And then, okay, but if you're doing it the wrong way, if you're not targeting the right things, then of course you're gonna get tired of that. Anything that you're doing wrong, you're not gonna stick to it. But if you're thinking about it, joining the academy with all the support, with all the knowledge, and with all the right tools, I'm 100% sure you will like it. I'm 100% sure you will enjoy the experience. Even if you don't go vegan for life, this is going to give you great tools to just improve yourself, to just be the best version of yourself. Not everyone has to be vegan. I understand that. Not everyone has to be Catholic, not everyone has to be Hispanic, not everyone has to be certain thing. Yeah, we're all different, and that's the beauty of it. But if you have all these tools, even if you don't end up being vegan at the end of the program, you're going to acquire so much information and so much knowledge to better yourself and everyone around you. And you're going to have the tools to say, okay, this didn't work for this or this for me, but I adopted these other things that were so wonderful and changed me in a huge way in my life. So even if you're not thinking about being vegan for life, I still think it's a great asset in your life.